Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good afternoon, good evening, good day, whatever time it is for you. Guys, my heart is beating through my chest right now because I have something that somebody asked me to cover. I have something that I'm super duper passionate about. So if you know anybody that has gained any value, I want to respond to something that I heard a little bit earlier this morning that drives me absolutely insane. If you're interested in what I'm about to talk about, share this video right now. Share this video right now. Come on. Come on, share this video right now. What's going on, Justin Howard? What's going on, Ryan? Hope you guys are having an incredible day. Beautiful day in Columbus, Ohio right now. I'm just going to jump into this because I got appointments today, all right? I want to start with a story. I remember when I knew that I wanted to go into a certain field. I remember the moment that I knew, you know what? I want to do what that guy did. I was extremely young. I was probably 15 at the time, living here in Columbus, and my father lives in Cleveland. And I remember he came down. My dad's always been a car enthusiast, right? He's always loved cars. He's always been passionate about automobiles and fast cars and turbo engines and graphics and, you know, everything that you can do to a whip, right? So I remember the car at the time was the, I think it was the LC 430. Like, it was a little coupe from Lexus. They had just come out with them. This was like 99, 98, something like that. But anyway, my father came down and he was just coming down to see me, but there was a Lexus dealership right near me. And he said, you know what? I want to go check the car out. I said, awesome. Let's go check it out. I always have fun doing that type of thing anyway. And I'll never forget, we walked into the dealership. There was a gentleman that we had a chance to sit down with, and this guy was sharp. I mean, bald head guy, tall, you know, sharp dude. Just very welcoming, very loving, very enthusiastic about what he did, but he didn't show it necessarily through his energy, but more through his poise, more through his confidence, more through the unspoken things that he was doing, more through his body language. I mean, the dude was sharp. He was dressed to impress. I remember walking into his little cubicle. He didn't even have an office. I'll never forget where it was. If I walked in the building, I'd know exactly where he was sitting right to this day. And I remember he motioned us back. We went back there. We sat down for a second. And I'll never forget, the guy just said, hey, would you like to take it for the test drive? And we said, sure, let's take it for a test drive. And so we did. And I remember we got back to the dealership, and my dad had absolutely no intention of buying a vehicle that day. He had absolutely no intention of buying a car that day. And I'll never forget, my dad signed on the dotted line. I'm sparing you guys a lot of detail. By the end of this conversation, he signed on the dotted line. And I told myself, I said, I don't know what that guy did, but he was able to take my father from a point of just looking, just passionate about it, just thinking about it, to the conviction and the clarity of signing his name on the dotted line. The title of this video, guys, is Salesman, Educator, or Closer. If you guys know anything about me, you know I am sales. Now hear me out. All right, now hear me out. I'm going to talk without being offensive, but I'd like you to listen without defending for a second. I'm going to say that again. I'm going to talk without being offensive, but I'm going to need you to listen without defending. I'm going to create a case right now, because in my industry, in industries that I've been a part of before, I got a lot of people that say, you know what? I'm not in the business of sales. I am not in the business of sales. I'm in the business of educating. I love it. I want to provide a case for you right now, because all of you educators out there, all of you educators, all of you people that are so passionate about service and, you know, I want to save the whales. I want to talk to you. Again, please listen without defending, because this is a subject that I'm passionate about. You know, I've been there before. I've been to the point where I'm like, you know what? No. I don't sell. What I feel that comes from, and if you look at the definition of sales and you look at the definition of educator, it's two totally different arenas, right? The case that I'm looking to provide for you is, no matter what you're doing, if at the end of your conversation, you are looking for a response that equals a positive balance in your bank account, you are a salesman. Period. If you are in a transactional based business or company, you are a salesman. Period. My belief is that a lot of people get very, very uncomfortable with the word salesman because there's an aura around that industry. There's an aura around that profession. There's an aura around a commission-based environment where people have the ability to say what they want to say, i.e. lie. In the past, you've heard horror stories after horror stories after horror stories, people projecting their beliefs on the world into somebody else, and thus, because of the stress in their eyes and the stress in their lives, they sell a product that they're not 100% believing in, thus having to lie out of their own personal gain or sacrificing that person's emotion, if that makes sense. I know I said a lot right there. Basically, you're lying to fill your pocket. You are a salesman, right? One thing that I'm super, super passionate about when it comes to the industry of sales is the ability to create your own destiny. This business is going to bring out the very, very best and obviously the very worst of you guys. I appreciate all the likes, all the comments. What's going on, Ray Ray? What's going on, Ray Ray? What's going on, Brady? Guys, share this video out. It's going to be valuable information to help somebody. But, you know, I don't care where you go in the world, right? There's an industry. There's an industry of selling. Right? You can go into any company, any Fortune 50, any Fortune 100, any Fortune 500 company right now. And if you have that skill set of selling, they will pay you myriads of money. You will get all the value that you are worth. Period. Now, I want you to go into those same companies and say, hey, I'd like to educate your clients on what you do. They're going to say, awesome. Will you do that for free? Well, no, I'm looking to get, okay, you're a salesman. Sorry, I just get so passionate. Guys, don't be afraid of selling, right? One thing that I tell myself every single day is that I am the #1 salesman in the world. No matter where I go, no matter what I touch, it turns to gold. Now, I want to preface everything else that I'm saying right now with an idea of integrity-based selling. There's nothing wrong with being a salesman, but there is definitely something wrong with being the salesman who will lie to people, who will deceive people. What is sales? Sales is relationship building. Sales is your ability to relate to other people, the ability to build rapport with other people, the ability to listen. A lot of people are uncomfortable. I mean, you hear people talk about it all the time. What do they say? People don't care about how much you know until they know how much you care. Guys, the reason I'm so successful at what I do is because I care about people. I found a product that I'm passionate about, that I have experience in, and I sell my conviction to someone else to help their family. If you want to be an educator, become a volunteer of Lincoln Heritage. How about that? Become a volunteer to take our product, to take our service and spread it out to the community, market our idea, and keep a full-time job. Because a lot of you, that's exactly what you're doing anyway. You're wondering why, you know, and I apologize to use the name of that company. But no matter what industry you're in right now, a lot of people are, oh my goodness, you know, I'm not getting the results that I want right now. I'm not doing as well as I possibly could. Well, that's because you're lying to yourself about who you are. I want to take you to Barnes & Nobles. I want to take you to the library right now. Let's look up the traits and qualities that are going to equal out the result you're looking for. What's the result you're looking for? You're looking to get a transaction that will give you the value that will equate figures in your bank account. If that's not happening, that's because you are educating. Hey, don't share this video out. Share the video. What is sales about? Once again, sales is about relationship building. Sales is about being able to be enthusiastic about what you do. Sales is about having integrity. Sales is about you being a person of character. Sales is about being able to listen and respond. A lot of people are killing themselves in sales because they react in every situation in their life. You are a reactor. That's what happens when you get in the field and get a no. If you're in the business of relationship building, if you're in car sales, if you're in insurance sales, if you're in real estate, if you are a reactor in your life, guess what's going to happen when you come across any type of adversity? You will react. Well, guess what? A great salesman has the ability to respond. Are you overcoming anything in your sales right now? You have an incredible ability to respond. What else do they do? Have you ever heard of pacing and leading in education? No. Have you ever heard of rapport building in education? No. Have you ever heard of Have you ever heard of a 3-option close? Guys, these are all things that you can study. And I think the issue is this. I think the issue is people are looking for the easy way out. Once again, everything that you say, everything that you do is just simply a projection of your beliefs onto the world. So if you're constantly saying, hey, I don't sell, I serve. Awesome. Hey, more power to you. Continue to research serving, and you go somewhere where you can get your goals done, where you serve your people. Okay? Because you're not going to listen, Linda, looky. I get so passionate. Guys, I love sales. What has sales allowed me to do? Sales has allowed me to go from a gentleman that had absolutely no idea what he was going to do with his future, making $9 an hour, moving furniture because I was afraid of the idea of selling, to a gentleman that's about to make a lot of money. All right? I don't know who's watching the video. You got to be careful. Come on, guys. The money is great, right? The material things are great, but what does sales also allow you to do? Sales allows you to create your own destiny. You will never be free as long as you're working for somebody else. Major key alert. Take that. You will never be free as long as you are working for somebody else. Until you have a skill set that will allow you to go anywhere at any time to sell anything you want, you will always work for somebody else. Come on, guys. Come on, be excited about making money. We got people that do not want to make, y'all don't want to make no money? Come on, man. Like, I am not afraid to say I am rich. I want to be rich. I am rich. I am a salesman. I love my industry. I love my product. I love transferring that energy to somebody else because I know what I have will serve their need. If I go up to them and I say, listen, I want to educate you on exactly what I do. You guys hear me talk. I can educate people all day. But if I just simply educating them, I mean, I am only giving information. The minute I say, what can I do for you? How can I serve you? Have you guys ever read the book, The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino? I encourage you to read that book. It's a very, if you understand the ideas in that book, you're going to understand that the greatest salesman in the world is somebody that, oh my God. The greatest salesman in the world is somebody that nobody that's watching me right now even knows. You have never seen this guy. You have never seen this person. You have never seen what you claim to have faith in every single day, but you refuse to say that you are a salesman. Guess what? He sold his idea to 12 people. He sold his idea to 12 people that now controls the entire world. But was he an educator? Was our Lord and Savior, was he an educator? Man, cool off for a second, man. Hot in here. Listen, guys, I say this with all love. With all love, okay? It can be great in this industry. You have to learn how to sell. If you don't want to be in this industry and you want to do something else, if you're a husband and you're selling your ideas of your vision to your family, you have to learn how to sell. If you're a wife, you're selling the ideas of love and nurturing and care and hope. You're selling your ideas to your family. If you're an educator, oh my God, even if you're an educator, you are selling your idea of education or the institution of being able to learn to someone else to build value. Do not be afraid of what you are, especially if you're in our industry. You know what? I am an integrity-based salesman that is also a hell of a closer, period. And you know what? People confirm my words, right? Maybe this rubs some people the wrong way. I don't care. It's my Facebook. Hey, I can do what I want. But I say it every single day. You know what? The people that don't have belief in themselves will not talk like this. They will not say, I am amazing, right? They will not say, I love myself. I am proud of who I am. Everything I touch turns to gold. I am happy. I am healthy. I am humble. I am wealthy. I am strong. They will not say those things. But when you are sure about who you are, not even just who you are, whose you are, when you know whose you are, My Father, my heavenly, he was the greatest salesman in the world because he had an idea and he was able to convey that not just through what he said, but what he was. Be an educator. That's fine. Be an educator. There are a lot of incredible educators out here. Their income is in congruency with their value to their marketplace. If you are in our industry, I want to give you a word of advice. Go get some books on selling. And if you don't trust what I'm saying, hopefully I made my point, right? Hopefully you guys can understand that you are no longer an educator. I am an educator. Okay. Go to Barnes & Nobles, go under the education section, all right? And then I want to take the same person with absolutely no experience. I want to show them a couple of books, right? Books like Think and Grow Rich. That's a salesperson's book. Andrew Carnegie was an incredible salesperson. Napoleon Hill was an incredible salesperson, right? Earl Nightingale, an incredible salesperson. Who's one of the greatest educators right now is Tony Robbins. He's an incredible educator. Wrong, he is a salesman, because when he's done with his speech, you know you got to go to the back of the room and buy one of his products. Les Brown, educator, motivator, he is a salesman. When you're done, unless he does a transaction, that man ain't making no money. Do not be afraid to make money. It's going to come down to your value to yourself. It's going to come down to your self-image. Once again, the only reason you're uncomfortable saying you're a salesman is because you yourself or someone around you has had an experience with somebody in sales that was less than desirable. And you decided because of that negative connotation that you can't say you're in sales. But guess what? Your results show. Listen, I gotta go. I got a brand new agent that I'm about to train. And guess what? She is going to be the #1 salesperson in this agency. Because she's going to learn how to sell. Sell with integrity. The better you become as a person, people feel that. Guess what? Before you even open your mouth at any door, people feel who you are. They don't hear what you say. They feel who you are. So yes, you are a salesman, but guess what? If you're an incredible person, guess what people tell me at the end of most of my presentations? Oh my God, you are an incredible salesperson. You really love what you do. Yeah, you're right, I do. Thank you. That'll be $83.35. You can make that check out too. Listen, guys, you have an incredible day. Go out there and sell something today. At the end of every single day, I want you to write in your binder. I want you to write in your book. I want you to write how many sales you got today. Do the work. Do the activity. Make sure you're planning. Make sure you're waking up on time. Make sure you have a strong spiritual life. Make sure you have a strong relationship life. Make sure you're working on your fitness. But let your fruit, i.e. your sales, i.e. your deposits, be proof of the person you are becoming. And if you do that, I will see you at the top, but not from the top, because you deserve it. Guys, share this out. Somebody needs to hear this. Let's go out and close something today.